Have you ever seen a moment so simple that it made the entire internet stop and ask questions? What was supposed to be an ordinary motorcycle ride suddenly became one of the most talked about moments among fans. Jungkook focused on the road ahead, Jin smiling behind him, and yet something about the atmosphere felt completely different. There were no grand events, no official announcements, and no dramatic scenes. Just two members sharing a quiet ride through an empty road. But within hours, fans began noticing details that most people missed. The relaxed expressions, the comfortable silence, the unexpected energy between them. What looked like a casual escape quickly turned into a mystery that had everyone creating their own theories. Was it simply a peaceful drive to enjoy the fresh air? Or was there a deeper story hidden behind this surprisingly unforgettable moment? As more photos and reactions surfaced online, the questions only grew louder. And what fans discovered next made this motorcycle ride even harder to ignore. The image continued to spread across social media at a surprising speed. What seemed like a simple motorcycle ride soon became the center of countless discussions, edits, and fan theories. Every detail was examined. Every expression was replayed. Every frame appeared to reveal something new. At first glance, there was nothing unusual about the moment. The road stretched quietly through the trees, the evening air felt calm, and the ride itself looked completely spontaneous. Yet that was exactly what caught everyone's attention. In a world where every appearance is often planned and every public moment carefully observed, this scene felt different. It felt natural. Fans couldn't stop talking about the contrast between Jungkook's focused expression and Jin's relaxed smile. The energy between them appeared effortless, creating a rare feeling that many viewers found impossible to ignore. There was no need for dramatic gestures or attention-grabbing actions. The simplicity itself became the story. As more people revisited the photos and clips, a new question began to emerge. Why did this ordinary ride leave such a strong impression on everyone who saw it? The answer was not obvious. Some believed it was the sense of freedom captured in a single moment. Others felt it revealed a side of their connection that cameras rarely managed to capture. Whatever the reason, the images continued to gain attention long after they first appeared. The reaction became even more intense when fans started comparing this ride to previous moments shared between the two. Small details that once seemed insignificant suddenly resurfaced. Familiar patterns, comfortable interactions, and subtle signs of trust became the focus of endless discussions. Each observation only added another layer to the growing mystery. What made the situation even more fascinating was how little information actually existed. There were no lengthy explanations, no detailed accounts of where they were going, no clear answers about why they decided to take the ride. The lack of information created a gap that the internet rushed to fill. With every passing hour, new theories appeared. Some focused on the destination. Others focused on the journey itself. Many believed the real story had nothing to do with where they were headed and everything to do with the atmosphere surrounding them. There was something undeniably genuine about the moment, something that felt untouched by expectations. That feeling became the reason so many people kept returning to the images. The motorcycle ride gradually transformed into something much larger than a simple outing. It became a symbol of a rare and peaceful moment shared between two people who had spent years growing, changing, and experiencing countless milestones together. The quiet road, the fading daylight, and the effortless comfort between them created a scene that felt almost cinematic. And yet, despite the endless analysis, one question remained unanswered. What happened after the cameras stopped capturing those moments? The road ahead disappeared into the distance, hidden behind curves and thick greenery. The photographs revealed where the journey began, but not where it ended. That missing chapter continued to fuel curiosity across the internet. As more fans searched for clues, many became convinced that the most interesting part of the story had never been shown at all. Somewhere beyond the final photograph, beyond the last visible stretch of road, there was still a piece of the puzzle missing. And the more people looked for answers, the more mysterious that missing piece seemed to become. The internet thought there was more to the story. The question was whether they were right. or whether the most unforgettable moments were the ones that never needed an explanation in the first place. But as new details slowly began to surface in the days that followed, fans realized that this unexpected motorcycle ride might have been only the beginning of a much bigger story. The longer the photos remained online, the more attention they attracted. What began as a brief glimpse into a quiet ride slowly evolved into one of those rare moments that seemed impossible to explain with a single image. Every new discussion led to another question. Every answer seemed to create an even bigger mystery. What stood out most was not the motorcycle itself, nor the winding road disappearing into the distance. It was the atmosphere surrounding the entire moment. There was a sense of ease that many people immediately recognized but struggled to describe. The kind of comfort that cannot be rehearsed. The kind of connection that reveals itself without trying. As fans revisited the images again and again, they noticed how naturally everything appeared. Nothing felt forced. Nothing seemed designed to attract attention. Ironically, that authenticity became the exact reason why attention exploded across the internet. People began discussing the contrast between public life and private moments. Most fans were used to seeing carefully planned schedules, official appearances, and highly visible events. This felt different. The road was quiet. The surroundings were peaceful. The entire scene carried an unexpected feeling of escape from the noise that usually surrounded them. The mystery deepened because no one could confidently explain what happened before the ride began. Had the decision been spontaneous? Was the destination already planned? Had they been searching for a break from routine? Or was there another reason entirely that remained hidden beyond the frame? Those questions lingered without answers. As the days passed, new interpretations continued to emerge. Some fans focused on the setting itself. The road seemed almost symbolic, stretching forward without revealing where it led. Others focused on the expressions captured in the photos. They believed the real story was not about movement but about trust. The kind of trust that develops over years of shared experiences, challenges, achievements, and memories. The more people examine the moment, the more they realize that the strongest stories are often the quietest ones. There was no dramatic announcement attached to the ride. No headline-making revelation.
No obvious explanation.
Yet somehow, millions of eyes remained fixed on it. That contradiction became impossible to ignore. The internet is filled with spectacular moments that dominate attention for a few hours before disappearing. This ride seemed to follow a completely different path. Instead of fading away, interest continued growing. The mystery became stronger with time rather than weaker. Then another detail began attracting attention. People noticed how relaxed the entire scene felt despite the constant pressure that often surrounds public figures. The expressions, body language, and overall atmosphere suggested something many fans had hoped to see for a long time, a genuine moment of freedom. That realization changed the conversation. Suddenly, the focus was no longer only on where they were going. It became about why the moment felt so meaningful. Some believed the answer was hidden in the simplicity itself. Others suspected there was still something unseen beyond the photographs. The uncertainty kept discussions alive. Every theory inspired another. Every observation led to new speculation. Meanwhile, the images continued circulating across platforms, reaching people who had never even followed the original story. They saw the same thing everyone else saw: a motorcycle, a quiet road, and two familiar faces. Yet many of them ended up asking the same question. Why does this feel like a scene from a much larger story? The answer remained frustratingly out of reach. Perhaps it was hidden somewhere beyond the curve of the road. Perhaps it existed in moments the camera never captured. Or perhaps the most important chapter happened long after the ride ended. As curiosity continued growing, one thing became increasingly clear. The public had only witnessed a fragment of the journey. A single chapter. A brief snapshot suspended in time. The beginning was visible. The middle remained uncertain. And the ending was completely unknown. That missing ending became the most fascinating part of all. Because somewhere between the starting point and the final destination, there was a story that nobody had fully uncovered yet. And until that mystery was solved, fans would continue returning to the same images, searching for clues hidden in plain sight, convinced that the road ahead still held secrets waiting to be discovered. The deeper they looked, the more it seemed that the real story had never been about the motorcycle ride at all. It was about what that unforgettable journey quietly revealed without ever saying a word. Fascination surrounding the motorcycle ride showed no signs of slowing down. If anything, the mystery seemed to deepen with every passing day. The photographs had already been analyzed from every possible angle, yet fans continued discovering new details that reignited the conversation. What made the moment so powerful was its unusual balance between visibility and secrecy. Everyone could see the ride. Nobody truly understood it. That contradiction became the fuel behind thousands of discussions across social media.